Welcome everybody to interview number 6 in our new series, my real life relationship drama, where women are coming forward, stepping up to share their stories of relationships with narcissists and sociopaths to try to give you, younger women coming along behind them, an idea of what to look out for, what to make sure that you avoid, and some tips and techniques for getting out of a relationship with one of these guys, because sometimes it's not as easy as you might think. With me today, right now, is a longtime friend of mine from Facebook. We've been, well, I don't even know how, probably about 20 since I first got on Facebook. And this is our first time actually interacting with each other. So let me bring on Kathy. Kathy, what's up, girl?
Hey, boo, how you doing?
Oh, yeah, Kathy's from Chicago. That's my girl. We have a lot to say when we on Facebook. Yeah, girl,
Yes, we do.
so let's get started and say, you saw my promo on Facebook about, looking for women to participate in this series, and you fired out. You were like one of the first people to respond. So what went through your mind when you saw it? What made you want to participate?
I'm like, oh my God, I got a couple of stories about dealing with a narcissist. I'm like, okay, let me tell my tale.
Okay. So let's begin by like laying a little foundation when you were, young Kathy. And I saw some pictures of you too when you was little youngster. You was kind of cute. Like, what
Yeah, I
happened
was.
here? Look
I
at her.
was, girl.
So when when you were a young lady and growing up and stuff, what kind of messages did your family give you about men and relationships and love and things like that? What was your tools did you go out into the world with?
Well, my mother always told me to have my own money because of her experience she went through with her previous husband. She had a guy she was married to. He'd buy furniture for the house and get mad, send the furniture back to the store. And they went through this a couple of times, and eventually she got fed up and put him out. And she said, always have your own. And not to really trust men, you know, that you got to
Okay.
keep an eye on them.
So then you become a teenager and you start going out into the world to look for men to have a relationship with. What were you looking for? What did love mean to you at that age?
You know what? Paying me some attention, you know. Because to be honest, I'm just thinking about 15, 16. Okay, I didn't know my ass from a hole in the wall. And I was just looking for some affection. Somebody to tell me I'm pretty. You're this, you're that. And I made a lot of mistakes during that time period. And I got pregnant with my oldest because of that, running around looking for love in all the wrong places.
So did you have a good relationship with your dad?
No, he wasn't around.
Oh, so you had no relationship with him.
No relationship until I was older, but by then it was too late.
Right. Yeah, they always do that. Be showing up
Right,
all on a late freight. Talking about
right.
I'm your daddy. Get out of here.
You're like, dude, I don't know you.
Yeah. Okay, so what are some of the mistakes that you made? What were you were looking for in this getting this attention? What kind of things happened?
Just looking for validation from men when I should have been trying to get it from within. Had sex too soon. Thinking that the only thing I was worth was my body. And then learning that men don't like that. Teenage boys, you give it to them, they turn on you. And having to figure out what to do with that. It's so weird. I was reading something on the social media talking about women shouldn't have sex on the first date, but men can. And I'm like, well, who y'all gonna have sex with? Y'all have sex with each other, and that's the mentality that I see with a lot of guys that you not supposed to have sex, but you supposed to have sex with him. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's a setup for disaster.
Yeah, it is.
So you met. Well, are we going to talk about one narc or more than one?
We're gonna talk about one.
Okay.
Okay.
So you want to start?
The mark I honestly think is my youngest child's father. It was so much stuff I didn't peep because I met him when I was 21. He was 25. And he's very self-involved and me. And those things I didn't even notice there. But as I've gotten older and thought about it, like, girl, why you didn't peep that? But that was almost 30 years ago, and I was younger and just didn't know no better.
Right.
Like when I met him, he told me about how all the girls at school didn't want him when he was young. Now, if a man told me that now, at 49, I'm running for the hills. But at the time I felt sorry for him, like, well, you killed why nobody didn't want you. And then, like I've gotten older, I'm like, they obligated to want your ass. What you That's a narcissist in itself to think some woman supposed to want them. You might not even be attracted to this man. That's why you don't want him.
Mm-hmm. It's that simple. They're
That's
just not
simple.
attracted.
Right. And they're not obligated to be attracted to you. Who are you? What makes you special?
So you felt sorry for dude. So okay. So then you got involved with him.
Right. And it was messy because he was friend, like we're not really together, but we together every day. You know the little games that guys play. You're not really my girlfriend, but we're together every day. Every day.
So how
And
long did that go on?
well, eventually we were together. He was claiming it, but we was in a relationship for 8 years.
Oh my God.
Right. Sometimes I waste all my 20. But I got my baby girl, so I try not to look at it like that. I got her.
So what other kind of things did he, now that you're older and wiser and you look back on the behaviors that, were red flags, can you share what some of those were?
Being obsessed with women all the time, about what woman cute, what woman want him, women, 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 women. Just obsessed with them, constantly talking about them. We out of dinner, she looking at me. I'm like, okay, let her look. Just an unhealthy obsession with women.
Okay.
I'm
Anything
trying to
else?
figure out how to put it, thinking everybody want him. Everybody. Blind, cripple, crazy. And
So he went from being in high school where nobody wanted him to now he thinks everybody wants him. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I was understanding what you were
And he
saying.
always got a whole bunch of girlfriends, like female friends. And I think it's healthy for men and women to have friends, but I told him a lot of the girlfriends, he thinks his friends not really his friends. They're just waiting for him and his wife to break up. They just lurking around. Because he had told me stories talking about they be calling him about their sex lives. I'm like, I would not call no male friend of mine to tell them shit about my sex
Yeah,
life. You ain't
that's
got
off
nothing.
limits.
Exactly. You ain't got no business knowing about nothing. No. He keeps a lot of drama.
Okay. And then how was he treating you though?
He treated me good, I would have to say. And the time I wasn't the greatest girlfriend, it was mess on both sides. I can't put it all on him,
Okay.
because one time I was mad at him because he was his friend and I ran off with some other dude and the dude stayed around his house and we rolled right.
Ooh, that's what I call monkey shines. You
Exactly.
doing some monkey shines.
I'm like, oh my God.
Oh,
I
okay.
wasn't,
So when you look at that, I mean, what were your warning signs that this guy was somebody that you should have avoided?
like I said, that whole nobody wanted me in high school. Why is we even talking about this? You got all these girlfriends that's knocking on your door, that you claim you're not messing around with no more. That stuff.
So when he's talking about what happened in high school, he was 25 and older.
Yeah, he was 25 and I was 21. And then, let me think. That was like 4 years later, he went to his high school reunion. He couldn't wait to go show them. They was all in my face. I'm like, oh God. I look back at that like, girl, you should have ran. You should have ran fast. You should have ran far. Like, I'm out of here.
So have you had any similar experiences with any other guys? Because in my advice column, all the letters that come from Chicago are just full of dusty dudes. They are just like some of the dustiest ever.
Well, I wouldn't call it a relationship. I was hanging out with a male friend of mine, and he had just divorced his wife. He was real upset, and he tried to put all the blame on her. But like I said, we've been friends a long time before he married his wife. So I know how he got down. He drove his wife away. He'd get drunk and then come home, stayed out all night. Talking about going to the store and don't come back home at 5 o'clock in the morning. But he wanted to put it all on her because he didn't want to take responsibility for the demise of his marriage.
Ooh, that is supreme dust.
Oh, no, I ain't finished yet. And because he was making less than her, she had to pay this man alimony and give him half of her pension.
Oh my God.
And then talking about he wanted to marry me, and I'm like, no, dude, you take women's money and shit. What little I got ain't going. Because all he wanted to do is automatically assume that every woman wants to get married.
A lot of them think that, and they really think that that every woman want to marry them.
Exactly, but he's engaged right now to another woman because he's a male gold digger. She worked for the state of Illinois. She better watch her back. Because this man took
She better get a prenup.
She better, but I doubt it. Because she's thirsty. That's the one I was talking about. This is my barber. And I had called him to get a haircut. And I heard him like, do she know we getting married? I'm like, girl, I don't care if you marry him. Girl, I just want a haircut. That's all I want. Just a haircut. I ain't had a haircut no wedding. Because she's just thirsty to get married. You know that's right.
I think a lot of women that's how they get in trouble because of that. They're not worried. They're not thinking about who they're marrying. They just want to be married. And the fact that this is a warm body and he says, oh yeah, that's good. Let's do that. They're all in.
Exactly. And I haven't talked to him since then. I'm like, oh, you got drama. But he's a drama king, so I'm not really surprised. You know, God knows we didn't told this woman about me. I'm like, I can't even get a haircut. He's a good barber. Everybody don't know how to cut her ass from. Like, shit. I want to marry her and still come cut my hair.
Well, let's finish up talking about this guy, the narcissist guy. So when you have these that kind of relationship, what did you tell your daughter about dating and men and stuff?
I told them to live their lives before they get involved in relationships. You know, go to school, get your money up, enjoy yourself, date. Just don't just shack up with the first dude that's coming along. You know, because you got to find yourself as a young woman. What you might want at 19 is going to be totally different from what you want at 30. Very true.
Did they listen?
The youngest one, the oldest one. One for two.
Well, that's 50%. That's not too bad.
Exactly. The youngest one is with the oldest one is engaged to a guy, and I told her when she got went off, like, y'all unequally yoked. You just mad. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Well, you know, that's good though about that you said that though. She can never say you should have told me.
Right, no, she can't. I told her that.
Right.
Now he's doing much better than what he was when he met, but she basically has to grow him up to get that way, and I don't think women should do that.
So how old were they when all that was going on?
Let me see, they met in 2011, so that was 9 years ago. So she was like 24 and he was 28. They weren't old, but still, because he's a
but 28 for a woman to have to be, raising him up and all of that, that's exactly. A little old for that.
Yeah, exactly. And I said, y'all unequally yoked. You just graduated from college. You got your little career going. He was calling, so trying to be a corner street hustler. And I don't know why. Because this is a man who grew up in a Toucan household with a father's firefighter and mother a lawyer. So.
Some young men, they just get attracted to that thug life,
Exactly.
And they just want to live that life like they're in a rap video or something.
And then he wants to be a rapper, but he's too cute to be a rapper now. They grungy now. He would have to look. They would have to really make him look ugly for him to get on. He can rap though, but he'll never sell. They're not selling that kind of look.
Yeah, they were looking like Lil Wayne, scary.
Exactly. Crackhead. I'm like, because I thought he's too cute to be a rapper these days. You need to put that drink down. It's a rap.
That's terrible.
Yeah,
so if you were going to give some advice to young women coming up, now that might be faced with meeting a narcissist, what tips would you give them to watch out for?
Listen to him. Listen to everything he says. If everything he says, me, run. If it's all about him, he don't even give you a chance to even talk about yourself. It's all about him, his issues, his concerns. You tell him to beat it. That's the biggest one, because that's how you see it. When they just talk about themselves, me, who didn't want me, who didn't like me, me.
Do you think, because some of the women have mentioned that the speed of the relationship was very accelerated. The guy wants him to get involved with him really quickly. Did you have any experience like that?
No, I didn't have nothing like that, because our relationship, we ended up together quickly, but it was like on both sides. It wasn't like he was trying to speed it up. Because like I said, he's playing a little game. But we ain't really together, but we together. So that that's different. But that's a sign too when some dude, he don't even hardly know you and he ready to just come, we together. I could have just got out of jail. Slow down.
They don't care.
Right. Slow
They
down.
don't care about that.
Slow
Oh my
down.
goodness. All right. Well, this is good. Do you have any other tips you want to share with the ladies? Because we talk a lot all the time about these dusty men. Do you have any other advice for them?
Practice birth control and get your money up. Get your money up and birth control. Stop having kids by these dusty dudes.
Ooh, girl, if they just did that alone, they could get their money up just naturally because they wouldn't have to be spending it on a kid.
Exactly. And since I've been home, I've been watching daytime TV and I'm seeing, paternity court. I see these beautiful young girls come on there with the ugly ass dudes who don't have nothing. And I'm looking at the dudes like, you should be glad someone is saying that she claiming you to say you her baby dad.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's wrong?
Well, see, but the problem with that is, I don't understand. It's like these girls have this wish to sabotage themselves. And so they're doing well by themselves, but then they get with these guys that just stop their progress or even reverse their progress and make them lose ground. And I'm trying to understand what's going on in their head that makes them think that that's something that they should do. And it keeps happening over and over.
I think it has to do with self-esteem. A lot of black women in particular don't have self-esteem. And that's why some of them end up in the same situations over and over again. Constantly.
I agree.
Constantly.
Well, okay. Those are good tips. And I think even if they just did those two things, it would help a lot of them because then they get stuck. They have a baby by one of these narc guys, and then he drags them through hell with trying to get child support, fighting about custody, just not doing what they're supposed to do with the kid. It's just a nightmare.
Yeah, it is. Well, just allowing them to come in and out of the children's lives, popping up, I want to see my baby, all that drama.
Right.
Knowing you weren't thinking about this child at all, you trying to see what the mother's doing.
Mm-hmm. You are exactly right. Well, Kathy, I want to thank you for popping in and visiting with me and sharing your story.
Again, girl.
Yes. Well, no, because I want to do like a panel at some point, and I'll reach out to you. It's gonna be after I do all these interviews, though, probably next month, and do like 3 or 4 of us, at the same time.
Right. Please do.
Okay. Well, I'll talk to you later. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
You too.
Bye-bye.